right, let's see how bad it is in here. Yep, not today. Ooh. Uh-oh. This ain't looking good here. Oh, this ain't looking good here. Well, look at that. This has been happening probably the last like month or so. It's not looking good under here. I'll tell you that much. I'll be honest, there might be exposed metal here. I don't even know how it hasn't rusted. Ooh, it is a little bit wet back here. Oh my God, what happened here? Today, it's all about the Subaru, and it is long overdue. Today, it's all about... What is this? Sabotage? That was actually insane. I didn't mean to do that, but anyway. Hey, today, it's all about the Subaru, and it is most definitely long overdue. The E36 is currently at a fabrication shop getting a complete half cage done. And I think that's probably gonna take about a week or two. So this is a perfect opportunity to readjust the Subaru and throw it up on the lift, because normally the E36 is up there, I'm working on it, and we're going in, and the Subaru needs a much needed overview update, and it's also leaking. So we're gonna figure out why. Now finally, with the Subaru up in the air, perfect opportunity to take all the wheels off. We're checking everything. We're checking brakes, we're checking the lines, meaning the air lines and the brake lines. We're looking for any leaks, we're looking for anything blown out. I have not checked anything, and I feel like, you know, now that we're a couple years more into modifying cars, I feel like I've learned even more to kind of check some things out, see if things are fitting the way that they should, and we'll call it the new AV performance spec. You know what I'm saying? So this is why she's up in the air. This has been happening probably the last like month or so. Yeah. Oh, well look at that. Well, look at that. Now you guys are gonna be checking this out at the same time I'm checking this out. So we're gonna be walking through. So what I'm seeing so far, I'm gonna guess it's just the drain plug itself is maybe a little loose. Seeing some oil kind of build up right there. And then the oil pan doesn't really look like it's leaking, which is good. It seems like it's actually all collecting real down low here, which honestly, I feel like I always leave these things loose and they start leaking. Same thing happened with the BMW and I think the Miata as well. And then what I'm actually seeing over here, right on the valve cover, looks a little wet, but it almost seems like it's coming from even higher up top. Water pump looking pretty dry. And the filter itself, that's looking pretty dry too. So far, I'm gonna say valve covers may need to be replaced. The valve cover gaskets for sure may need to be replaced. The drain plug, I want to say that's probably really what it is. I'm gonna see if that's loose right now. I'm gonna start wiping some stuff down and see if we can get it to leak again for sure, because right now it's so dirty, it's hard to tell where things are coming from. But right now I'm taking off all the wheels. I forgot I have a lock on these wheels. The question is, do I have that key? I forgot that I needed this little key to get these wheels off. Oh yeah. Holy hell. These are a lot bigger than the BMWs. Who decided this was a good idea? Can you see this? These are 18 by 11 plus 17. Normally when you're flared, you do 18 by 10.5 plus 15, and these are 18 by 11. Anyway, here we go. Ooh, big boy. Okay. Shit, it's dirty right here, bro. It's not looking good under here. I'll tell you that much. This is something I've addressed multiple times when I say if you're gonna cut up your car, especially four-door, you're just gonna rub here unless you really get some gnarly body work to do this right. And when I got this done and I chopped this thing up, I was like 19 or something like that. And I was a young lad back then. Young, inexperienced lad back then. And I didn't do that good of a job. I didn't cover it. I didn't paint it. I'll be honest, there might be exposed metal here. I don't even know how it hasn't rusted. I don't drive the car in the rain, but it is not looking good under here. So something that I really think I should address ASAP is these rear arches. This really, really needs some help back here. Now, the brakes, I'm not seeing, you know, any leaks or anything like that. The brakes have felt fine in the past, but rear brake pads, honestly, rear brake pads and rotors, I think that need to be done. Yeah, I got really no brake pad left in the rear, so add that to the list. Now for some inspection in the rear. So I remember the last things that I've done is I did a Cusco rear sway bar. That's still looking good, not looking too bad. I'm pretty sure these are stock end links. Probably should have changed these to like the adjustable ones. These are white line rear lateral links. So those definitely should still be good. Nothing looks like it's like, you know, corroded or anything like that or bent. So that's pretty solid. The diff is diffing. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, it is a little bit wet back here. Now, the axles still look pretty good. I believe the axles are from an 05 STI, from what I remember when I did this last. Ooh, uh-oh. This ain't looking good here. Oh, this ain't looking good here. Now this diff here, I was seeing a little bit of damp, right on the diff. Maybe it was from these sensors here, but now that I'm looking at this CV axle here, the inner boot, check this out up here. This guy is looking a little damp. Now I gotta see where that's leaking from. All these still look good. O2 still looks solid. This joint here still looks good. All that shifter stuff that I did, I think I did a cartboy short shift and replaced these bushings, and all that still looks solid. Nothing looks loose or tampered with or rusting away. No real leaks that I see, so we'll move forward. Front brakes honestly could probably use a little bit of love too. Yeah, I mean, might as well. These rotors actually, now that I'm really looking at it, holy hell. Obviously, I think I got some sort of rock stuck in there. Didn't even see this yet. Let's see if the other one's actually like that. Damn, this is just from sitting probably. This is obviously that brake pad, probably just sitting literally forever. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna need new everything. So I think I can safely say we're gonna be knocking out front and rear pads and rotors on this thing. Clearly it needs it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Never mind, would you look at that? I spoke too soon. And if you really get close and you push on it, you can kind of see how damp it is right up in there. So RIP to this one as well. We'll add that to the list. All right, now that I kind of gave everything a once over underneath, I'm gonna clean up this oil right in the pan and see if it's really just coming from here, because I'm literally seeing no oil coming down. It's all collected over here. Let's see how tight this drain plug is. It's probably loose. Knowing me. Yeah, it was loose. If only everything was that easy. You saw that. It was actually super loose. Now to address the valve covers. I'm gonna kind of clean these up. Now I know I did drop some oil too when I was filling it, so I'm kind of hoping that was my problem. This thing just needs a full freaking dry ice bath. This is what it really needs. I was so used to working on the Miata and the BMW that it's been a minute since I worked on a freaking flat engine, and the valve covers on the sides, it's not the move. I mean, I love them, but it's not the move. Damn, it's hard to get in here. All right, let's see how bad it is in here. Yep, not today. Okay, but really, I'm not gonna lie, one of the last times I was driving it, there was a pretty present smell of coolant. The sweet smell, normally a sweet smell is good, but a sweet smell while you're driving, that's coolant and is not so good. The smell was pretty bad, but it doesn't like overflow or anything, so honestly, I don't really know why it's doing that. Oh my God, what happened here? Holy hell, it's so hard to see. The gasket on this side may be a goner. because it's looking pretty dry on the sides. I've never done valve cover gasket inside the car, but I guess we're gonna find out. Now, obviously, I've been leaking a little bit of oil, so I'll be surprised how much oil I actually have in here. Well, I hope I have oil in here. Whoo! We got a little bit. We got just above the low, so we're gonna need a little bit more. A little bit of distilled water never hurt anybody. Here we go. How low is it? I think I have Subaru coolant. Okay, I actually don't have Subaru coolant, so honestly, I feel like I should just do a coolant flush. So we'll also add that to the list. Oil change, coolant flush. As far as the valve cover leak, I feel like the driver's side could be that little O-ring for the filler neck still. Oh, what is going on here? Holy, there we go. All right, that was a nice little once-over on the Subaru today. I am freaking blown out checking this whole thing out. Took freaking an hour to get this thing on the lift, but it was good to really check everything out, see what's actually wrong with it. There's some things that I actually had no idea about, like the front brake, that rotor's completely gouged. This rear, the pads are literally done for. And then both the CV boot and then the rear, and then also in the front. And then I'm freaking low on coolant, I'm low on oil, typical Subaru things. There's definitely things that need to be replaced, so maybe in the next episode we'll get that thing dialed in. Do all kinds of maintenance to this thing because it desperately needs it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you on the next one.